Hey everyone, how's it going? Dr. Incompetent here, and let's do a list of 5 more tactical RPGs that you must play. These are 5 games that I've played that I enjoy that I want to recommend to check out if you're looking for a fun tactical RPG to play. So I'm going to link down below. I've done many of these lists so far as I kind of build up the tactical RPGs I've played over the years on the channel, and I'm going to put all the links to the Steam pages, to any Let's Plays or guides that I have also down below with the timestamps so you can easily find these games, get more gameplay footage, and check them out on Steam if you are interested. So let's begin with Metal Slug Tactics. And I admit I was drawn to this game initially because I just like Metal Slug. I've always found it to be kind of a hilarious co-op arcade shooter and had fun playing this on machines and on consoles over the years. Many different iterations of Metal Slug. I love the animation and the overtop kind of action movie cartoony vibe of it. Now, this is, however, a tactical take on Metal Slug, and it works so well. It's effectively a game like Final Fantasy Tactics, except with Metal Slug units. And it even has a little bit of roguelike element where you kind of have a map and you're going around and you're running, and then you do different missions and you're making money. You can go back to your base, so I guess it's roguelite, and build up your meta progression, but you do lose everything when you start. There is a bit of a refresh to the game, and it's hard. I mean, I found this game to be really hard, but there's lots of cool combos, systems going on with it, and you can learn how everything works in terms of the sequencing, the way in which your allies work together, and just getting inside some of the vehicles and blowing people away is awesome. The explosives, the over-the-top animations are great. However, it is not easy. I'm going to say that again. And it does have that Into the Breach vibe in the sense that it is tough but rewarding. And I just really like the presentation of Metal Slug Tactics. Next, I'm going to recommend Heroes of Science and Fiction. And if that title sounds like Heroes of Might and Magic, well, you're right on, because the developers clearly were kind of alluding to the classic game as the graphics and the gameplay dictate. However, it is not fantasy, as you can see from Science and Fiction, but there's some fantastic stuff going on. This game has really cool art style. I love how the different characters look. I like how the map looks, and it has a bunch of, more modern quality of life stuff with base building, with exploring the map, within the combat itself, and it's got plenty of new mechanics on what you're expecting, and honestly, there's so many different structures that you could build at your base, lots of units that you have at your disposal, tons of things to do on the map, and the battlefield just feels expansive, and it's a hex grid, and I like the way in which the units interact in a surprising way that I wasn't expecting. And so it's just like you're taking stuff that's familiar with Heroes of Might and Magic and that formula, but iterating on it and giving it a new charm and vibe with the graphics, the presentation, but also new systems to keep it fresh. So if you're looking for a fun, challenging Heroes of Might and Magic style game with a sci-fi slant, look at Heroes of Science and Fiction. Next is Wildermyth, and Wildermyth is a game that has just really beautiful kind of like pop-up book style graphics, and it's got such good details with the texture of looking, the characters looking like parchment a bit, and it has also a fun, because of that papery feel, like a tabletop D&D feel with minis and stand-up environment pieces. It's got a really deep narrative. I think the character connections are strong, and the writing is immersive. Also, it's got grid-based combat, and it is easy to understand if you're familiar with turn-based tactical strategy, but there's also innovative mechanics that allow, for example, the mystic can like bond their energy to the scenery, like a coat rack or something, to attack enemies from a distance. So it's amusing how you interact with the environment with some of these systems. And at first, when I saw like the storybook vibe of the game, I was like, oh, okay, it's going to be kind of like a laid back or pared down game, but it's a lot deeper than I thought it was going to be. And it feels like a little blend, I don't know why, of Thea, the Awakening with traditional turn-based strategy, and everything just comes together in Wildermyth in a pleasing fashion. The art, the writing, the music, the vibe, and even the mechanics themselves. And there's a lot to peel back as you get into Wildermyth. Next is Symphony of War. And this is the Nephilim Saga. And this one is a lot of fun because it looks like a total throwback, retro, turn-based tactical strategy game like maybe Advance Wars or, early Shining Force stuff. And I had a lot of fun with this game. I liked that each unit has its own squad of multiple units that you can customize, which is kind of cool on the battlefield. And I think that the characters are good. The story is not like too extensive, but good enough for what it is. I like the pixel-based graphics. It's got good music, and because it's pared down, you could play this on a potato. I would feel like it seems like it's a game that would be really, really nice on Steam Deck. And man, just even traversing some of these castles and looking at the side-to-side way in which the battles play out. So it's like you're on a top-down grid moving around, but then when you get into an encounter, it's almost like maybe like Destiny of an Emperor, where you've got all of these different units in your squad, and then they run across to another enemy's army, and then there's generals, and then there's other types of units that have health and hit points and abilities, and they all fight. And I just think that the kind of like 16-bit vibe of the game is awesome. And it is a game that I believe I got it on sale. It's $20 new, but if you can get it on sale, it's certainly a steal. Finally, I'd like to recommend Shadowrun Dragonfall. And there are lots of these new Shadowrun kind of games that are tactical strategy games that are a ton of fun from what I understand. This is the only one that I've played, but I actually bought a bunch of them because they were on sale recently. And they seem to go on sale all the time. And this one is new, Director's Cut, at $14.99. So it's a lot of great content for cheap. It's reviewed very highly by critics and viewers alike. It's very positive on Steam, and it's a game that I played years ago, really enjoyed it, before my YouTube channel, and then I booted it up on stream the other day because I wanted to play it, and I played it on the hard difficulty. I got owned, but I still had a great time. I just like Shadowrun. I like, running. I like the cyber decks. I like hacking. I like chummers and everything that just goes along with this universe. And so I'm having so much fun playing it. It is challenging but rewarding combat that you'll feel pretty much at home in if you've played your fair share of tactical RPGs. But what really is cool for me anyway about Dragonfall is the story. Like, I was so pulled in by the characters and the story, and from what I understand from others who came into the stream, this is probably the best story of the Shadowrun games, even if perhaps Hong Kong has some better gameplay. I still like the gameplay here, and I think that the story and the setting are just what really elevate this from being just a ho-hum tactical game. And then the combat itself is obviously no slouch. So these are my 5 tactical RPGs that I've had fun with, that I recommend to just kind of continue a list to try to build up several titles if you're looking for something fun and just kind of doing what I do on Steam anyway, is wishlist things and wait for sales. So I can just keep giving you more games that you might be able to put on a sale and buy on a rainy day. But additionally, many of these games are recommendations from you as I make these videos and I solicit, share your recommendations. Please. I learn about the best games from what you share. I appreciate it so much. It's awesome to be able to talk to you all, exchange ideas and games, have fun having a dialogue about what we enjoy about these games, and learning about more games that I can play, share with the community, and then recommend if I enjoy them. So I appreciate that a ton, and let me know what your thoughts are of this list down below. If you did enjoy this and find it useful, please consider subscribing to the channel. It does help out so much. And I want to say, everyone, thank you so much for watching. I hope you found a good game to play on this list. I'll check you next time. Take care.